What's up, everybody? Gio over here. Today's vlog day and I'm at Virginia Key. Now, I feel like I'm in the jungle actually. I've never been back here on these trails. This is where all the mountain bikes go. And if you're wondering, why am I out here with the mountain bikes? It's because we have the... It almost fell. It's because we have the firefighters out here running their bike course. We turned that corner, I thought we was there. Now I see why they call it the stairway to heaven.
You gotta keep going,
We gotta keep going up. How many miles is this? It's about, what, a mile and a half hike, something like that?
Yeah,
more or less.
Approximately, yeah.
All right, well, we've been doing all this talking, but I didn't give you guys a proper introduction.
Yeah, so my name is Officer Ivan Miranda. I've been with the department for 8 years, going on 9. I'm a full-time bicycle response team member. I've been riding bikes for the last 15 years. Yeah, so in the City of Miami Police Department, we have 3 instructors that were certified through the International Police Mountain Bike Association. We're certified to teach the police, we're certified to teach security, and we're certified to teach the firefighters or EMS. Part of the training, they're required to do off-road riding because they got to be able to have different gear selection according to the terrain. So they're gonna go up the ramp, they gotta go down the stair. Now going down the stairway, they gotta be able to balance their weight, they gotta have their feet positioned at 3 and 9 in the pedals, and as they're going down, they gotta rise off the saddle and transfer their weight to the rear. All right, so when we speak about body positioning and placement, you wanna have your pedals at the 3 and 9 position. Your feet are balanced. The reason for that is if you have it at a 12 and 6, the pedal can hit a step, can hit a root, and it can cause a crash. While you're going down the stairs, it's very important that you rise off the saddle, already having your feet positioned at the 3 and 9 position. You rise off the saddle and you transfer your weight to the rear. The reason for this is as you're going down, gravity's putting you forward, so you gotta be able to balance that, and you counter it by transferring your weight to the rear, and you wanna maintain the feet at the 3 and 9 position. Okay, so right now we have the EMS cyclists. It's a scenario where they're being dispatched. They're gonna ride for like approximately a distance of a mile. They have to assess the scene and request assistance if need be.
So in 2019, when Ultrafest came down to Key Biscayne, we figured out that we were gonna need more support because of the large crowds, and it was a whole different territory out here. So we realized that what was going to happen was we were going to have a lot of scooters and manpower out here, but we were, with the large crowds, it was going to be very hard for us to get around these crowds. We have the side-by-sides of what we call scooters, and we have standby rescues. Exactly. And foot patrols, which is usually a 2-man team. But as you know, in a large crowd like that, trying to get 2 people through a crowd like that is very hard. We found out that with bikes, for some reason, it's a lot faster, and we've cut down response times by 2 minutes. Pretty much right now what we have is a person who's been assaulted, and the medics are showing up.
Hey, we got a puncture wound, call for a unit, and I'm holding pressure.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna need a...
Is he okay? Are you sure? Is today your first day?
In the bike, in the bike.
Don't worry, dude. We're recording all of this. We're recording all of this.
Pretty much the scenarios we're doing is something that you would actually encounter when you have large gatherings, where you usually have the typical person who's not feeling well, too much to drink, drug overdose, fights and stuff like that. So pretty much we're just a BLS unit right now. If we need more resources, we can get more resources, but we're usually the first on the scene.
Now, I noticed that you guys are trying to use the bikes more as a barricade to protect yourselves.
Correct.
What is the reasoning behind that?
Well, when you have masses, large masses, and you see someone that's down, everybody's curiosity is to tend or want to see what's going on. We use the bikes also as barriers or barricades for us to be able to work around. So it detours people from that, and it lets us work a little bit better.
And you guys have your saddlebags, have your gear in it too.
Correct. Pretty much it's just BLS equipment for right now. It's just a couple small airway adjuncts, band-aids, gauzes, anything that we can do to at least stabilize a person or people until a rescue or a scooter arrives.
Get him again! Please don't hurt him anymore!
Let me get him again!
So please
Let me go! Let me get him! Hey, we got a patient here too.
Okay, rescue.
Speedy. Let's speedy.
Let us know if you're in who are you?
Hey, man, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. Fire rescue. Fire rescue. I don't like it. Huh? You don't like fire rescue? I don't know, man. What happened? You see, you got injuries, man.
Oye, mira, ¿qué le pasó? Oye,
Back up.
¿qué vamos?
Okay, so in this scene, it's a scene management scene where they have to respond and assess a patient. They have to be able to position their bicycles in a way where they can actually work and have easy access to their equipment. They gotta create some type of barrier in the event that there's a crowd that's trying to encroach into the scene, and they gotta be able to maintain that scene security.
For us, having the bikes where we put them right next to us is not only a barrier for us, but that's where we keep all our medical supplies. So what we carry in our pannier bags is pretty much the same thing that we have in here. One person will be carrying an AED, okay, and we distribute this amongst both crews. Pretty much it's all BLS stuff. We have our blood pressure cuffs for blood pressures. We have tourniquets for any active shooter, any kind of hemorrhaging that we may have. We have Band-Aids, which is probably used more than anything else, tape and gauzes. Okay, here we also carry in case of any kind of sugar crisis, like any kind of diabetic crisis. We carry glucagon. We can do glucometer checks on them. For diabetes, we have a D50. We got glucagon. We also, in case of any chest pain or MI situation, we carry nitroglycerin and baby aspirin. We also carry IVs in case we got to start a line. That's something that we can do, so when the rescue gets there, it's already a first line of defense. They can start administering medication if they need to. We carry an AED in case of any cardiac arrest or anything like that. It's one of our first lines of defense until the rescue arrives. And the rest of it is just complements of trauma dressing and pads.
Now you're both here, right? What did you guys just do? Even if I didn't want to, there's a barrier. Look, if I want to get to the patient, I gotta go through you, right?
Open your hands.
Right?
Get back!
Right?
Get back! We're here to help them. Get back! We're here to help them.
Now you're still doing your work. This is one barrier, that's one barrier. You gotta reach for something in your bike, reach for something in your bike. You reach for something in your bike, you reach for something in your bike, right? Now you guys can treat.
All right, guys, so they finished their class. It was really, really good to see them out here working with us and picking up some little tips and tactics on how to use that bike to control a crowd so they can render aid very safely. So with that being said, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Catch you on the next one.
Hey!